In this video, we are going to discuss about solvent extraction method for the separation of the lanthanones. In previous video, we discussed about the ion exchange method for the separation of the lanthanone. So this solvent extraction method is the second method for the separation of lanthanones. Solvent extraction method is one of the modern method of separation based on the distribution of the substance between the two immiscible liquids. So what do you mean by two immiscible liquids? The two immiscible liquids are those liquids which are not soluble into each other. For example, water and kerosene, or water and petrol, or water and diesel. So water is the aqueous solvent. Kerosene, petrol, diesel are the hydrocarbons. They are organic solvents. So they are immiscible with each other. So in this method, an aqueous solution of an substance is brought in contact with organic solvent. We know that the solution of the lanthanone ions in aqueous form, and that lanthanone ions are brought in contact with organic solvent, suitable organic solvent, so as to bring about the transfer of solute. It means the transfer of lanthanone into other solvent. Okay, so the lanthanones are brought in contact with organic solvent, and lanthanones are extracted into the organic solvent. So let us see how this method is carried out. So using the diagram here, we can explain the solvent extraction method. So you can see here in this diagram, the separating funnel is given. In this diagram, the separating funnel is given. So see here, in the first diagram, the one solvent, that is aqueous, and the other solvent, that is a organic solvent. So these two solvents are immiscible with each other. So distinctly we can see the two layers. Okay. Now in this case, the organic solvent, it is the upper layer, and aqueous solvent, it is a lower layer. This is because the organic solvent is a lighter solvent in this case, and aqueous, it is a heavier solvent. While in this case, the aqueous means water, it is heavier than organic solvent. So these two solvents are immiscible with each other. So this is the separating funnel, and with the help of this separating funnel, the separation of the lanthanone can be possible. So the solution of the lanthanone ions, the solution of the lanthanone ion can be extracted from one phase into the other phase. The solution of lanthanone ions can be extracted from one phase into the other phase. Suppose if we have taken the aqueous solution, so lanthanone ions in aqueous form. Okay, suppose that the lanthanone ions in aqueous form. Okay. So the lanthanone ions in aqueous form are extracted from, they are extracted from the aqueous phase into the organic phase, and in organic phase there is a formation of the complex. Okay, in organic phase there is a formation of the complex takes place. So in this way, the lanthanone ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. Now we know that there are 15 lanthanone ions. So all the lanthanone ions cannot be simultaneously extracted. One by one they are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. It depends upon the ionic size of the lanthanone ions. So those ions which carry the smaller ionic size, they are going to be extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase, and in organic phase there is a formation of the complex. So the lanthanum ions which carry the smaller ionic size, they are going to form the stable complex first. So that's why they are going to be extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. And we can separate by elution. We can separate that lanthanum complex by simple elution process. So in this way, one lanthanum ion can be extracted. Once again, we have to take the another fraction of the organic solvent and we have to shaken the solution. Okay, after shaking the solution, the two layers are synced and the second lanthanum ion is extracted into the organic phase and it is separated. So in this way, the lanthanum ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase and the individual separation of the lanthanum ion is takes place. Okay, so let us going to discuss the next slide here. See, so solvent extraction method is based on Nernst partition law. In previous slide, we discussed how the lanthanum ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase, and particularly in the organic phase, there is a formation of the complex. Now, this solvent extraction method is based on Nernst partition law. So, the law states that the ratio of the concentration of the solute into immiscible solvent is constant at constant temperature. What is the law? The law states that the ratio of the concentration of the solute into immiscible solvent is constant at constant temperature. So when an organic solvent containing chelating agent, so in the separation of the lanthanum in ion exchange method, the chelating agent is used ammonium citrate citric acid. So in this solvent extraction method, the chelating agent is used. So in this case, the organic solvent containing chelating agent is shaken with an aqueous lanthanum solution. And lanthanum ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. And in organic phase, there is a formation of the complex is takes place. So now let us going to discuss the next slide. So which type of the organic solvent can be used for the extraction process? We know that there are so many organic solvents. So all the organic solvents cannot be used. The suitable organic solvent, it is required for the separation of the lanthanums. And the organic solvent which gives better distribution coefficient, that solvent can be used. So actually, in this solvent extraction method, many solvents has been tried to separate the lanthanum ions from aqueous phase into the organic phase. So in this case, the suitable solvent which is used, it is a tributyl phosphate solvent. Many solvents was tried by J.C. Warf, but the suitable solvent in this case, it is a tributyl phosphate. So you can see here the method, it is also called as tributyl phosphate extraction, that is TBP extraction. So why TBP is selected as a solvent? What is the reason behind with TBP? As there are many cheaper solvents are available, organic solvents are available like ethanol, methanol, ether. Instead of using that solvent, the TBP is a selected solvent. TBP is the most suitable solvent for the separation of the lanthanum. So I would like to discuss here why TBP is used as a solvent in the separation of the lanthanum. Okay, so TBP is selected as a suitable solvent for the separation of the lanthanums because it is very efficient in nitric acid medium. It is very efficient in nitric acid medium because in the separation of the lanthanum, we are using nitric acid solution of lanthanums. So in presence of nitric acid, TBP does not get oxidizes. So TBP is very efficient in nitric acid medium, and it also resists the oxidation by nitric acid. Second thing, it brings out higher distribution coefficient value. When we are using TBP as a solvent in the solvent extraction method, so TBP gives higher distribution coefficient value, that is lambda value. And third important reason for the selection of the TBP is that it can be easily diluted with kerosene without lowering the efficiency, because the cost of the TBP is very high. So we cannot use the pure TBP as a solvent. So we have to dilute TBP with kerosene. Okay. So it can be easily diluted with the kerosene without lowering the efficiency of the TBP. So let us see how the extraction of the lanthanol is takes place with the help of the TBP as a solvent. So in this method, a nitric acid solution of lanthanol is treated with TBP. Nitric acid solution of lanthanol is treated with TBP in kerosene. The lanthanol forms neutral complexes. The lanthanol ions going to form the neutral complexes with TBP and nitrate ion, and they are extracted into the organic or non-aqueous phase, and this equilibrium is established. So let us going to discuss this equilibrium process, where it is one equation 1 or a reaction 1. So lanthanol ions, the nitric acid solution of lanthanol ion, so which is in aqueous phase. TBP is an organic solvent, it is in organic phase. So there is a formation of this neutral complex. This neutral complex get formed there, lanthanol nitrate thrice TBP thrice. So this complex formation process is takes place into the organic phase. So this reaction is takes place there. So in this way, lanthanol ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. They are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. It means that the lanthanol ions are distributed between the two phases, that is aqueous phase and organic phase. Now, what is the distribution coefficient here? So let us see in the next slide. The lanthanol ions are distributed from aqueous phase into the organic phase. So let us discuss this distribution of lanthanol ions from aqueous phase into the organic phase. So we have to see here how the distribution is takes place. Okay. So distribution coefficient lambda, it is equal to concentration in organic phase divided by concentration in aqueous phase. Okay. So in organic phase there is a formation of the complex. In organic phase there is a formation of the complex. This complex is formed. Okay. So lambda, it is equal to concentration of the lanthanol in organic phase. So in organic phase this complex is formed. So we can say that concentration of the lanthanol complex, it is divided by concentration of the lanthanol in aqueous phase. Okay. So this is the distribution coefficient. Similarly for next lanthanol ion. Okay. Similarly for next lanthanol ion, the distribution coefficient lambda dash, it is equal to concentration of next lanthanol complex divided by concentration of the next lanthanol ion in aqueous phase. Now, the extent of separation of lanthanol ions depends upon the separation factor alpha. In this case also the separation factor alpha plays a very important role. The separation factor alpha plays a very important role, and the separation factor alpha should be deviates from unity. It should be deviates from unity. So alpha, it is equal to, so we can show the separation factor alpha, it is equal to, separation factor alpha, it is equal to, let me show this. So separation factor alpha, it is equal to lambda dash upon lambda. Lambda dash, it is for the next lanthanol ion, and lambda it is for the first lanthanum ion. So we know lambda dash distribution coefficient for the next lanthanum ion. So by substituting the values here, we will get the separation factor alpha. So an average separation factor of 1.5 is reported for adjacent lanthanum ions in 15.8 molar nitric acid 100% TBP system. What is the average separation factor? So the average separation factor, that is the value of the alpha, it is equal to the value of the alpha, it is equal to 1.5. So when this 1.5 value is obtained, the 1.5 value is obtained only when the concentration of the nitric acid it is 15.8 molar, high, very higher concentration, and 100% TPP system. Okay. Now applying the law of mass action to the equilibrium equation 1. Okay, we have to apply the law of mass action. So let us see once again in the previous slide the equilibrium equation. I would like to show this. Okay. So equilibrium equation, 1 minute. See now here. This is the complex formation process. Already we have explained this. So by applying the law of mass action to this, so the equilibrium constant or stability constant of the complex, it is equal to concentration of this lanthanum complex divided by concentration of the lanthanum ion multiplied by concentration raised to power 3 of the nitrate ion multiplied by concentration raised to TBP. So let us see the equation here. See here. So the equilibrium constant K or stability constant K, it is equal to concentration of the lanthanum complex divided by concentration of the lanthanum ion multiplied by concentration raised to power 3 of nitrate ion multiplied by concentration raised to 3 of TBP. Okay. So we are getting here the stability constant K. Now in this equation, if you see, let us see here in this equation, okay, in this equation, this concentration of lanthanum complex divided by concentration of lanthanum ion, this, it is nothing but distribution coefficient lambda. Okay, since lambda it is equal to this, so we can substitute here lambda. So we can write K, it is equal to lambda divided by concentration of nitrate ion and multiplied by concentration of TBP. So we get here lambda it is equal to K multiplied by this. So in this way, distribution coefficient lambda, it is depends upon the equilibrium constant K or stability constant K. It is also depends upon the concentration of the nitric acid and concentration of the TBP. So distribution coefficient will be increases when the concentration of the nitrate ion, that is nitric acid, will be increases. So in this separation of the lanthanum using solvent extraction method, the TBP concentration is kept constant. The concentration of the tributyl phosphate is kept constant. Okay. So in this way we will get here the distribution coefficient lambda. So this is the derivation for the distribution coefficient lambda. Okay. So it depends upon the concentration of the nitric acid. It means that as we increase the concentration of the nitric acid, the distribution coefficient value is also increases. So let us see the next step here. See. So this slide represents the graph of distribution coefficient lambda with concentration of the nitric acid. Okay. In previous equation, we have derived the equation lambda it is equal to K multiplied by the concentration of nitric acid, concentration raised to power 3 of nitrate ion. So distribution coefficient lambda, it depends upon the concentration of the nitrate ion. So this graph represents the variation of distribution coefficient with concentration of the nitrate ion. Okay. So you can see here, mostly the nature of the graph, it is straight line. Okay. So for the above equilibrium, when log lambda is plotted against concentration of the nitrate ion, okay, we are increasing here the concentration of the nitrate ion from 5 molar, 10 molar and 15 molar at fixed concentration of TBP. The concentration of the TBP, it is fixed here at fixed concentration of TBP or constant concentration of TBP. A straight line with slope 3 should be obtained. So the nature of the graph, it is straight line. And what is the value of the slope here? The value of the slope, it is equal to 3. The value of the slope, it is equal to 3. So this slope, it is obtained only when the concentration of the nitric acid, it is around 10 molar. Okay. So now it is given here around concentration 10 molar. So we get here the slope 3. Okay. Now from the graph, it is clear that extent of separation increases with decrease in ionic radius. You can see. In case of ytterbium, the separation factor alpha value is higher because the ionic radius of the ytterbium is smaller. So that's why we can say that the extent of separation increases with the decrease in ionic radius. So first of all, the ytterbium is extracted, then erbium, then thulium, dysprosium. So in the reverse order, the extraction of the lanthanum is takes place. Okay, lutetium, ytterbium, erbium, and last one which is extracted, that is lanthanum. Okay, so this graph shows the variation of distribution coefficient lambda with the concentration of the nitric acid. So as we increase the concentration of the nitric acid, the value of the distribution coefficient will be increases, and in this way the lanthanum ions are extracted from the aqueous phase into the organic phase. The lanthanum ions are extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. And particularly at higher concentration of the nitric acid, the better separation factor alpha is reported. So the value of the alpha, it becomes equal to 1.5 at higher concentration of the nitric acid. So the concentration of the nitric acid, it is around 15 molar. You can see here around 15 molar. So the extraction of the lanthanum is takes place properly as we increase the concentration of the nitric acid. So in this way, using the solvent extraction method, the lanthanum ions can be extracted from aqueous phase into the organic phase. So this method is also called as TBP extraction, tributyl phosphate extraction method. So why TBP is selected as a solvent? There are 3 reasons. The first reason is that the TBP is easily diluted with kerosene. In presence of TBP solvent, the distribution coefficient value will be higher. Okay. There is no oxidation of the TBP in presence of the nitric acid. So that's why tributyl phosphate, it is a very suitable solvent for the extraction of the lanthanum from aqueous phase into the organic phase by solvent extraction method. And the separation factor alpha, it is also deviate from the unity. So separation factor alpha value, it is 1.5 here for 15 molar concentration of the nitric acid. So thus the solvent extraction method is very useful method, very effective method for the separation of the lanthanum. So as like of the ion exchange method, we can separate the lanthanum ions using this solvent extraction method. Okay, so this is about the solvent extraction method.